Alright, hello, it's Anni here from the Caffeine-Free live channel and warmly welcome to this live. And if you are new to my channel is support channel for all the caffeine addicts and everyone who is trying to quit caffeine or everyone who already have quit caffeine and suffers withdrawal symptoms and post-acute withdrawals. So that is my information, my main information that I share, and then I also do all kind of other lives that I feel that is important or topics that are close to my heart. And today we're gonna dive deep into the supplement jungle, which is not so much something that many people think that it is. And it's important to also bring this topic on the table and talk about it, because supplements, many people are like just popping those like pills and taking those and trusting those, and they don't really ever even think what they really put into those supplements and where those supplements actually come from. So I just wanna in this live show you a little bit information, and then you can dive deep into it yourself and decide, do you really wanna take those kind of things or maybe leave those supplements? So first of all, I have to check now the chat and the voice, because I already tried to do this live and my voice didn't work, so I'm just gonna make sure that in this time this works. First of, yay, okay, now seems that the voice is working. And before I start to show you some material that I have, I just wanna also tell about a little bit from my own words about this topic. So I don't use any supplements. I don't trust supplements. I did quit all the supplements after I was 2 years caffeine free, because I just didn't want to take them anymore. And one reason is because I have get so much information from people who also have been injured by these supplements. So supplements itself can also injure people and cause them brain injury. And you are about to see soon why. But why this is so important topic me to share in this context for the caffeine withdrawal context and people who are recovering from the caffeine injury, or people who have this sensitized nervous system while we are healing, like many of us, if you are like me and you have these a lot of withdrawal symptoms, post-acute withdrawal symptoms, and your nervous system have been sensitized. And then if you start to take something that contains also poison or something that your body thinks is not belonging in your body, it can just cause more problems while you are healing. So it can actually make your healing harder, because your body just have to do more work to get rid of those other poisons that you are putting in. And this is about all the poisons. And we know that those who are in the power, they just try to poison us in every single way. And of course, there is that other poison too, which I'm trying to do more lives, just not using the word, which is, injection. It's the most dangerous way to poison human body. The most dangerous and most killing way. So that, of course, we have to see that also is injuring a huge amount of people and even killing huge amount of people all over the world. So these are the topics that we really need to bring in the table. And even here in YouTube, we are not allowed to speak all of these topics in their names, but then I just change the names and share this information. So yeah, about those supplements. So many people have been getting those adverse reactions from those and injured by those because of all the crazy heavy metals and poisons and petrochemicals that are in those. So that's why for me it's also really important to share this information, so then you get the information. And then you don't also have to ask me about what about these supplements, because I'm not in the supplements. I really think that we do get all the nutrients from the food if you eat real good food and drink water. That's my advice for that. But let's go and see. And then of course I will link this stuff that I'm showing you, and then you can check them yourself. Okay, so let's go a little bit from here. And I'm not gonna, of course, there is a lot of material, and I also wanna say that I have own group for this in my Discord, which is called Toxic Supplements, and there is now other group also, vaccine injuries group, that I will link all kind of material, and anyone can link there a lot of material. So by yourself. And if you are really new to my channel and you don't know, I have a Discord also where I share like support for caffeine quitters and like share all kind of information on articles and all kind of information there. So okay, so busted videos inside vitamin manufacturing operation. This is what we are eating for our health, and we're gonna just go some. There's that picture here. Mrs. Brown, where do vitamins come from? Doctors take them out of fruits, Jamie. Okay, so if you have, and I'm just gonna read a little bit like the stuff that I found very interesting. If you haven't read my vitamin deep dives, you should start here. Please do not tell me how great vitamins are until you read them. If you read them and disagree, okay, cool, I still love you and we can agree to disagree, but at least read them before telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. And there is these under topics like vitamin D is rat poison, vitamin B is made from cyanide, and it's literal carcinogen. Cyanide, guys. Just look what the cyanide does. Vitamin A is for population control. Vitamin C is GMO, corn syrup, mold, and chemicals linked to eugenics. Omega-3 fish oil poison. Poison food supply, the history of food fortification. United Nations Evil Food Fortification Program. So let's start with the lesser disturbing videos first. Then we will work our way up to the what the fuck I'm eating videos. People are saying Substack is blocking them from playing my videos and also blocking them for subscribing. What the hell? I do not have any issues playing anyone videos, but sometimes they take around 12 seconds to start playing. When you are done reading, please take my poll at the bottom of the page and let me know if you had issues. So I just read that from whoever made this, but okay, so there is a calcium. Here's chemical calcium supplement, also known as calcium carbonate, a very hazardous laboratory chemical that allegedly somehow make our bones strong. This is what is dumped into calcium-fortified foods, including cereals, flours, cornmeal, breads, tortillas, crackers, and some breakfast cereals, tortillas, breads, crackers, and nearly all dairy products. And this is how it can look. Does that look natural for you guys? Like, short question. Do you find these videos that I'm playing do you find that these are like something natural? So, there you can see. This is calcium chloride, a level 2 health hazard per NFPA, which means it is hazardous. Wait a second, I just have to put there. Yeah, voice. So, calcium chloride can cause cardiac disturbances. Additionally, the substance can cause burning of the skin and eyes if touched without a proper gloves. Long-term contact with the calcium chloride can also lead contact dermatitis, according to the International Program of Chemical Safety, EPCS. It is fed to us a firming agent that keeps expiring foods from getting soft and mushy. It is also called a safe preservative by the FDA. Therefore, it is also commonly used as an anti-browning agent for fruits and vegetables. So they are putting this stuff also in all kind of foods. Okay, and there you can see. Okay, then there is ammonium sulfate, also known as allium diammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate, mascagnite, sulfuric acid, diammonium salt, ammonium sulfate, 2,1-ammonium sulfate, actamaster, sulfuric acid, diammonium salt, and diammonium sulfate is a hazardous chemical labeled health hazard category 1. This means it can inflict permanent damage with a single exposure. It is allowed to be used in wine, baking sauce, casing, vegetables including mushrooms and fungi, roots and tubers, pulses and legumes, and aloe vera, and seaweed in vinegar, oil, brine or soybean sauce, bakery products like bagels, pitas, English muffins, bread mixes, fresh pastas, cooked seafood, fertilizer. And here is those nice videos where they make those healthy supplements. Then there is this factory, how they make it. Yeah, very natural. Then iron. Here is a beautiful ferrous sulfate. This is one option that can be fed to us supplement our iron intake. Does that look natural? Okay, then we go. Here is a blue iron oxide, a hazardous substance per OSHA Gov. It is approved by the FDA as a food coloring agent. It is often called blue. Other colors of iron oxides include red, 40, yellow, 5, and more. These dyes are used in everything, including potato chips, snacks, jams, candy, drinks, shampoo, body care, pet food, vitamins, supplements, pharmaceuticals, and more. When you see this beautiful ocean blue color, it is likely iron oxide. The ingredients in these oxide coloring agents have been shown to cause a wide array of health issues, ranging from allergies to cancer, gene editing, mutagenic, toxic, genic, and here's our first glimpses inside a blue iron oxide factory in India. Yes, it is stored on dirt floor because there are little health standards, very few manufacturing standards, and the entire vitamin and supplement industry is unregulated. Therefore, it doesn't matter if the ingredients come from a sewer or dirt floor in shack. Oh, there they are, just putting them, they are just in the floor. And there it says, I believe this is blue oxide that has not been turned into powder yet. Here, in this video. When used as a food, iron oxide, doesn't it? Here a pretty drink for you. Okay. So iron oxide can be made in a number of ways, but the easiest is when it is a byproduct, industrial waste from iron manufacturing and shaving. It is always more profitable for the to get the FDA approve of using waste as a food ingredient. Once it is approved, the waste can be bottled and sold as an additive, then fed to us, or used as a filler in product like powdered laundry detergent. This eliminates the need for manufacturer to pay for expensive hazardous disposal fees. This is the exact story of fluoride in our water supply. Okay, then there is also others. I don't show you all of them because you can then check this. But okay, there is how the omega-3 supplements. Does that look like very good? And here. There is vitamin E, palm oil and chemicals, the finished product. There is others. And then vitamin B. And vitamin B is one that many people have had a lot of reactions. And let's look at it. Why do they lie us about these vitamins? Think about it, guys. Why do they lie us about everything? Because now it's really time to start to see that it's all just lies. So here's a competitor listening for vitamin B12, because when I think vitamins, I think of blue plastic drums. And then there is that picture. Mommy, where do vitamins come from? When a girl vitamin falls in love with the boy vitamin, there is just, the commercials that we have been observing since childhood, many of us, like, take your vitamins, you have to take your vitamins. Like, why? Think about why. Why they want us to take our vitamins. Okay, vitamin for injection. Sometimes swallowing chemical pills isn't enough health, so doctors recommended injecting the chemicals. Injecting the chemicals, which is the most dangerous way to take poisons. Injecting them. So why they want to injecting things to us? You know why. Okay, so here are a lot of about. And there was also about that. Here you can check out this when I link. I don't show more, but I just also want to share a little bit that vitamin B12 is literally cyanide poison. You won't believe what else in here. And there was yes, so what is vitamin B12 supplement? Vitamin B12 is naturally found in meat, fish, poultry, eggs, milk and milk products such as cheese and yogurt. Because B12 is so imperative to a healthy diet, just like vitamin D3 chemical, it is dumped into all processed foods that have been fortified, grains, cereal, snacks, as well as infant formulas and more, to make sure we get enough. But now that I knew D3 is hazardous, I needed to know if B12 is the same. Before we move forward, let me be clear. I'm a huge fan of clean, healthy eating. So this was me. And there is picture like natural vitamin B, synthetic vitamin B. After skimming through seemingly endless search result informing me that vitamin B supplement is fantastic with affiliate links showing where the purchase of vitamin online, I found this video.
B12 in the world is entirely synthetic. We make it from hydrogen cyanide. It's called cyanocobalamin. It's a cyanide-based B12. I mean, it's hard to believe that we're allowed to make vitamins out of hydrogen cyanide in this country, but we are. Flintstone vitamins have cyanocobalamin.
So do Airborne.
So do Celsius energy drinks. Emergency has cyanocobalamin, cyanide-based B12. So when you put this form of B12 into the body, it drops off the cobalt metal, the cobalamin, right, which is B12 is a metal, a light metal. It drops off the metal into the cell, and then you're left with a floating cyanide molecule. Now, the body doesn't recognize that. So in order for cyanide to leave the system, it binds to oxygen and other light metals and takes them out of the system. It's a thief. Common form.
Okay, so one dude says it's made from cyanide poison, but it's just one bro. Surely he must be wrong. I mean, there's no possible way that they're making a vitamin for a little poison, right? I need to see for myself if this is true. Come along with me on my journey to uncover vitamin B. What is in synthetic vitamin B12? I started with the basics according to the Encyclopedia Britannica. B12 is a lab-made chemical compound which confirms that at least part of the video above is correct. But we can't call it cyanide at this point because there is no evidence of that yet. And there's like some data about that. Now it's time to find out more specifically what exactly is in the chemical compound. You would think this would be very easy to get answered to, right? We already know from my last post that the vast majority of the vitamins are chemicals that are made in India and China. So I went back to the indiamart.com to look vitamin B12 in hopes of getting more clarity regarding the ingredients. I discovered that there are two different colors of vitamin B12 chemicals. The white Toivory color chemical power is listed as raw vitamin. Red to pink color, which I am assuming is a dye, but at this point in my research I am unsure. I went through every single listing on IndiaMart and couldn't find any ingredients of any of the listings. Everything to say it's vitamin B12. Also known as cyanocobalamin. Obviously, this chemical compound has ingredients in it, so why can I see them? This seemed strange. It is time to change direction. Okay, so there you can see some supplements facts. There is like vitamin B12 as cyanocobalamin. Okay, there are two, that same. What I found interesting is that all the labels say the main ingredient is vitamin B12 as cyanocobalamin, but none say what cyanocobalamin is. So why don't they say what it is? Here. Additionally, the vast majority of these also contain the same highly toxic ingredients that are used as bulking agent fillers that we discussed in my vitamin D article. There it is. It had to become apparent that Amazon product labels are not helpful in my search to figure out what B12 chemical compound is made from. You have to wonder why it is so difficult to find out what we are eating in the name of health. It is time to go directly in the source, the manufacturer of the chemical vitamin. If you ever want to look up any ingredients you can't pronounce or simply don't know what they are. Here's how you do it if you want 100% accurate results directly from the manufacturer who creates them. And there are like instructions. Open the Google, type the ingredient name as step MSDS. You could type cyanocobalamin MSDS instead if you weren't sure what the chemical is called. MSDS means Manufacturer Safety Data Sheet. MSDS is a requirement for all chemical manufacturers and sellers to provide. Although doctors can be mistaken, Substack writers can be opinionated and website can flat out lie. The manufacturer has to be completely honest because they face major legal liability in their safety data is inaccurate. 3. Now you have access to facts that are indisputable. Okay. Personally, I always use Fisher Scientific MSDS because they have the biggest selection of the chemicals and largest database of documents available and the most thorough safety data sheets that are based on American, Canadian and European standards, not China's, Indians, low to non-existent standards. Okay, and there is more. Here we see cyanocobalamin means vitamin B12, which we already knew from all the vitamin labels. Also notice the purpose of this chemical according to the manufacturers of it is laboratory chemicals. The MSDS specifically states do not use as a food. Do not use as food or drug. Okay. The next section of the MSDS is the hazard info, which states this chemical called vitamin B12 is hazardous because it can cause cancer. Fucking cancer, what the hell? The signal word is danger. Although this was helpful information, I still have no idea what exactly cyanocobalamin is, and my frustration is growing. I need a different plan. My next idea was to try find how cyanocobalamin vitamin B12 is made, and this is where it got really crazy. Okay, how it is made, the B12 rabbit hole. Most glues, however, are made using collagen from animal byproducts such as skin and bones. To convert this collagen into the glue, the collagen is cooked at high temperatures and the glue that is in convert to is extracted. If I want to know how oatmeal is made, the information is right here. Okay, but if I want to learn how furniture is made, I have over 2 billion results to pick from, including wealth of step-by-step video tutorials. I can even order templates with exact directions. But if I want to know how vitamins are made, there are no straightforward answers, and the word chemical is never used. The value explanation is that vitamin production can include plants, animals, and microorganisms. Okay, even when you find videos called how vitamins are made, they don't actually tell you anything whatsoever. So there's one, but you can play that by yourself. So why the fuck are these healthy chemicals that are being dumped into our food, enrichment and fortification and sold to us supplements regarded for a long life? Such a secret. I am now 4 hours into researching and I still don't have answer. Little did I know, I was about to find out exactly why it is nearly impossible to get ingredients list for the cyanocobalamin. Vitamin B12 is cyanide, and everyone who knows a little bit about anything, you know about that cyanide is poison. I located an article on a chiropractic website that says synthetic vitamin B12 is made from mammalian tissue or recovered from activated seaweed sludge. What the fuck? But it wasn't clear on the steps. 45 minutes later, I finally found a single India manufacturing video that explained the manufacturing process of vitamin B12. Interestingly, the video starts by stating you need inoculate the culture, but fails to mention what the culture is or what is being inoculated with. Through further digging, I discovered you usually start with glucose, which you are probably thinking, that is just sugar. So what? Well, not exactly. It's actually corn sugar, corn syrup from genetically modified corn. And what you inoculate it with is bacteria of your choice. And if you want to get into another rabbit hole, glucose is also connected to industrial byproduct waste from the zinc smelting industry. I learned this a while back while researching completely non-related topic, but more on that different day. And then there is a lot of more about this, what it is actually contains. And you can check the rest of yourself. But I just wanted to start to throw you some stuff now, because they are just popping those and taking those, and for me this all makes a lot of, like, even these, like, think about, like, many supplements, there are these signs. This is a dead fish sign. Like, do you want to use something like with these warnings? Even this. Okay, so I'm gonna just go now with the camera and continue with my own words, because maybe we can have maybe some kind of conversation going on, and I will link you this side so you can discover yourself. But the thing is that you cannot heal the body putting more poisons in your body. And this is one big thing that our society is like going in the wrong direction. Like, all the medical industry, all the medicines, poisons. Injections, most dangerous product that are made in our human history are those COVID injections. Most dangerous thing in the human history that medical industry has made. Most dangerous poison. And still people are just running around and taking those. Supplements too. They are part of this. So this is just something that needs to be shared to people. Many people maybe not think these things, like they just think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna just trust that doctors know, and how many people have, when they trust the doctors know, they have killed so many. Millions of people are killed by this medicine because they did trust the doctors. So don't trust the doctors. I sure don't trust any doctor. You can be your own doctor and make your own. You have to think about, like, logically. Do you wanna, like, give your health to someone's other hands, somebody else to hands, which is happening in our world. But then if you give your health to somebody else's hands, and if we just continue to do that, and if we just continue to not speaking about these things because they are uncomfortable to speak, what happens? It happens that then they can take everything away from us. That is what is happening. It is happening right now. It is. And I don't know, whatever you think, or many people, they call us like the people who are sharing some kind of information. We are like the like conspiracy theorist or crazy or something else. But who is laughing now? You are seeing this is happening everywhere. Everywhere. We all know some of our loved ones who have been injured by these injections. Or maybe somebody who's watching is now very badly injured and suffering, and nobody takes responsibility. Doctors don't take responsibility. They are not doing anything to help. And I'm like have been so long time already pissed about this, but because of my own recovery, I didn't have strength to share all these stuff out like I have now, and I'm gonna continue to do that. And caffeine, of course, also is my main. That's my main thing that I have been focused. That is where my like knowledge is. It is from caffeine, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to speak all these other stuff that are happening. And I'm also now diving deep into that supplement rabbit hole myself, just to get more information. Hi, Buckstopper. Hello and welcome. So. What I have been facing like many times, that when I start to speak about these things, people are just not always want to hear this, and that's okay. Nobody have to listen this channel if they don't want. But this is something that I wanna share, and I wanna try to bring this information and do everything that I can that people wouldn't get more injured, because there are so many things injuring people, and especially this thing, I think it should be the most important thing to speak about now. Everybody should, who knows and are aware, should share about that information and warn people what it really can do. The people, those who take those injections, they're gonna take them if they want. We cannot stop like people, but what we can do, we can speak our own truth. What is your own truth? What is my own truth? And this supplementing is one also that I wanna like put in the table, because it should be just stupid to me not to share what I have been seeing and learning, that those are really injuring people and causing also all kind of brain damage. So also one thing that I have been thinking about, because back in the days when I was like working in the hospital, this was like long time before I was still in the working in that field, before this caffeine injury that happened to me. I was aware about what these injections does, and I never wanted to take them, except those that I had been getting when I was a child. Then that my mother would, but I rather die than take any kind of injections, for me, if I can decide. But those one, when I was child and young, I did take, because you are in school, they just put them into you. But anyway, the point was, but then back in the days when I was still working in the hospital, and I started to really like questioning things. Like I started to just like question when I was like just doing the job and seeing the people. I was just starting to question many things, like why people need to take these injections. Like why? And then I started to like have information that how many people have paralyzed and injured. That was like way before the COVID came. The pandemic came. And of course then I wasn't aware about the caffeine or supplements or anything like that, but I was already aware about these injections. So when this pandemic happened, and I was like in the middle of my own hell, like my caffeine withdrawal hell, and I had like a tons of symptoms, like I have been sharing in my channel, that it took me years to recover, where I'm now feeling really good. And I was just in the place that only thing that I tried to do, I was trying to speak about this with my loved ones, and like that they don't take that, poison, but you know, we do what we can, and that was like, I know that for us, everybody, either you have taken the injections or not, this have been that past years since the pandemic came, it's been very traumatizing time for all the people, because all the lockdowns and all these crazy masks and all these like limitations that have been happening, we all have been carried some kind of trauma during that. Either awake what is happening, then it can be even more hard in that way, because it almost can look that people are killing themselves without any kind of sense what they are doing. They are taking injections that they don't check the labels, they don't know what is inside them, they are just trusting the doctors, they are just doing what they told to be, that they can keep their grandmother safe, and they have to be the good citizens and keep everyone else safe. And then when I throw you the question that there have been never ever isolated any kind of virus, not any kind of virus have been ever isolated. If you really wanna dive in the research, you can do that, and you can find that, and you can find the evidence. And I'm just throwing you that there is a lot of things that we have been lied to. And these things are not getting easier with time. Like many people say, yeah, but now all is good. No, not all is not good. There are a lot of people with these, for example, these injection injuries living, and nobody are listening them. Nobody are like believing them. Doctors just think that, oh, those people just have to die slowly and disappear. And that's not like something that's horrible. That's terrifying. That's terrifying and horrible when you really realize what has been happening. It is a tiny possibility that after this video my whole channel will be removed. So just keep that in mind, and if you wanna check my content, then order that my other channel in YouTube and Odyssey. You can find those in my links in my YouTube channel. But I'm just so sick of this trying to keep my mouth shut and this censorizing also in YouTube. And people say me, yeah, Anni, but don't speak about those topics. Just speak about happy topics. No, it's not my way. My way is speak about my own truth. What I see in my own eyes, and I'm a human being. I am a human being. I can just like be like nothing is happened. That's not even healthy. Just be like nothing is happening. People just die all the time with those injection injuries. That is stupid. That's not normal. Normal is that when you see it that something is wrong in the world, you wanna make things right, and you wanna start to do something to help others. And that's how I feel that's how many of us we are trying to do. And they are of course trying to shut up us. Like, they remove videos, they take away our channels, they say that we are conspiracy theorists, whatever they try to shut up us. And we still will keep going no matter what. So I don't know what this video will, what kind of thoughts this will like raise. I don't know. But this is something that I want to keep speaking and sharing, and yes. So now I already feel a little bit better. because I also, when I was studying as a practical nurse back in the days, we have that thing called ethic, what is that, like ethic rights, that when we take care for the sick people, we always have to do things that are right, and respect for that person, and respect that that person have its own will and its own will to decide what to do with its own body. All those stuff our government and this world have been throwing in the garbage. All those stuff. They don't, like, all the human rights have been throwing in the garbage. And then they are masking. The evil is masked for all the pretty things. So we need now, in this time, we need a lot of people who have a courage. We need those people who don't care about losing their job, or who don't even care if they're being killed. Like, we need these people to rise up and stand with those people who are injured and can't like protect themselves. We need now those very brave individuals that we have been already seeing in the world. Are a lot of those individuals which are ready to take all the risks. They don't care about losing their jobs or whatever. They care about what is right thing to do. And it's something that I think it's inside of us people. Even we would be scared. I know this can be a scary stuff if you are just now waking up. I have been waking up for many things like years and years ago. Some things more recently than others, but some things long time ago already. So what I also wanted to say for you, that keep fighting for your own rights at least. Don't take anything that you don't wanna take. Don't do what you've been told to do. Don't order the rules. Don't do like the rules say. You have to be a little bit rebel in this time and just like choose your own ways to live your life. If you wanna live the healthy life, and if you wanna keep yourself healthy and like continue to do like the things that is helping you. Because it's not, the help is not coming from the government. It's not coming from the healthcare system. All those systems are corrupted. Every single system, and everybody is slave. Like, I'm slave too, you are slave. We have been born in slave society. This is the slave society. It's not nothing else. Like the one who thinks is free is not. But it's really about what we are going to do with this, what is happening. And yeah, so I think this was good preaching. I have been doing this preaching more like in my own language, Finnish, lately, more and more so. But of course, it's also important to me to do this preaching in English. So the information will be like, I always try to do the same information, pretty much same videos in Finnish and English, and Finnish and English. So, and all the caffeine quitters, keep up the good work. You are doing amazing work. I know many of you are now suffering in really bad place, so I understand. Then it's not time to save the world. It's just time to get through that, and one day at a time. And I know it's very, very hard, because I went through that. It's just like, it is hard for many, having the sensitized nervous system and not be able to do anything, and just being like really bad place and nobody believes you. But these are the things that we have to like fight for and share for the people. When I started this channel, then some years ago, like more and more, when I started to do these videos, I was in such a bad place. I never thought it. I thought that, how will I ever recover? Like, will I ever recover? recover. But for example, these injections that they are giving, many people never recover. There are a lot of permanent damages. All kind of, it can, like, you can paralyze, you can have all kind of heart issues, heart failure, you name it. All your body can be like injured in so many ways. In so many ways. And so many have. So that's why this is important to share. And also always, like, I still feel always to keep the positive mindset, because when you speak your truth and share stuff, it's very important that you keep the positive mindset and like do the things that make you stronger, and find the people that are good for you and who are in the same like level with you, and that kind of things. So that helps you to keep your own journey going on, whatever your journey is, because we are all still as important. Like, no matter where we are all as important and the same, kind of the same. We are as important always. Even somebody don't like you or don't like me, it's okay. That's okay. That is one thing that we really need to let go. That because when you let go what other people think, it's, oh my goodness, life becomes so much easier in that way, that you really have the courage to share your own stuff. And the more people share their own stuff, then the other people come along. And that will happen in the future more and more. I promise you, you will see. And you will see more the Caffeine Quitter videos. Other people will start to do the same in some point, more and more. More and more so, I promise. But sometimes it just takes time. So keep up the good work, and hopefully this video will stay, who knows. And